What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Super exciting day. I'm going to be revealing my new car that I just picked up. Now, this is not the same car that I was talking about in a video like a month or two ago where I said I was looking at a car that wasn't a Volkswagen or a Subaru or something like that. So this isn't that car. This is something completely different. Well, not really different. You'll see in a couple of seconds, and it's probably the title and the thumbnail of this video anyway. But guys, let me introduce you to my new car that I just picked up. All right, guys, so if you're ready to look at the new car, here it is. It's my new to me 2016 Mark 7 GTI. I'm super excited to start this build. Now, I don't want anybody to think that I sold anything. I still have my S3. We're gonna still be doing a lot of stuff to the S3. I still have my Sport Wagon. This is gonna be a car in addition to what I have now, but there are so many different reasons why I decided to pick up a Mark 7 GTI. I'll go over that as the video progresses, but again, this is my new to me 2016 Mark 7 GTI. First of all, I just wanna show you around the car. One of the reasons why I got this car was just because how clean it is. Like, I don't know if you can tell if the camera does it justice. Only thing I need to get is the tow hook cover, which I already ordered. It didn't come with it because they had a plate frame right there that I'll show you in a second. I have it in the trunk, that's why. I guess they lost the cover for the tow hook. But this car is super clean, no holes in the front bumper, so that's a huge plus. Everything about this car is amazing. The only thing that's kind of like not perfect are the wheels. There is some rash on the wheels, but I'm not going to go crazy about that because eventually I'm going to get new wheels and tires anyways. But this car overall, 100% is extremely well taken care of, super clean. Let me show you the interior of it as well. And let me brighten that up for you a little bit. But it's super nice. The seats are in awesome condition, so I'm so excited for this. So I didn't need anything fancy, guys, at all. I didn't need a fully loaded GTI. It would have been nice to get like an SE, but this is just a GTI S. This is one of the entry base level models that you can get for these cars. So there's no sunroof, no push to start. It doesn't have the nice LED headlights, but I will be fixing the headlight situation. There's a lot of different aftermarket brands that make headlights for these cars, so I'm not really worried about that. But overall, this car is just so clean, and I'm super excited to start just working on it and get the mods going. There's a lot of different things to do. We're gonna sit inside the car. We're just gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna show you everything under the hood just so you can see how well taken care of the car is, little backstory, you know, miles on the car and all of that. So let's get into that. So we're inside the car now. First thing, this car only has 63,300 miles. Now, I've had the car for a couple of days, so I have put probably like 100 to 200 miles on the car already because I've just been driving it and enjoying it. Now, the car is a 6-speed manual. That was one of the main things that I needed and that I wanted, was to get a 6-speed. I know I've talked about how these cars, these stock clutches aren't great, and honestly, I still stand by that. It's a little weird how these clutches are. It's one of the lightest, less feeling grabby clutches that I've driven, but that's okay, just something to get used to. But a manual for me was a must, and again, I will go over why in a second. But the interior of this car is super clean. It has the plaid seats. The best part is that the plaid seats are heated, so that's really nice. Leather would have been awesome, but at the same time, in the summer, you burn yourself with leather. In the winter, you freeze your legs and your butt off. So it is kind of nice to have the plaid seats. They don't get too hot, they don't get too cold. And the back seats of the car, honestly, it looks like nobody's ever sat in the back seats. So that's a huge plus, in my opinion. So just showing under the hood real quick, nothing fancy at all. It's just the stock GTI engine, the 2.0T. Just the same engine as my S3. Only difference is that this has the IS20 turbo as opposed to my S3 having the IS38. But everything's stock. This car's never been modified. It's never been tuned. It's a one-owner car, so it is super clean. I just need to wipe it down. But 100% stock engine. It won't be 100% stock for long, so we're gonna be modding this car very soon. So I know what you guys are thinking. It doesn't make sense. I already have an S3. I have a car in this platform already. Why did I go and get a GTI? Pretty much, as stupid as this sounds, I love my S3 so much. It's been arguably my favorite car to own, from how luxurious it is, the performance of it, how it drives, how it handles, how it feels, that I wanted to experience that in a manual version. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Well, why don't you get an R then? You can have the same car in a manual. The thing is, for what I paid for this car, with the prices of what the Rs are going for with the same mileage, I would have paid double or more than double than what I paid for this car. I got a really, really good deal on this car that, again, was a one-owner car. Only 63,000 miles on it from 2016, which is really not that much. These cars are pretty reliable anyway. I have a bunch of service records from the car. This car was serviced only at a dealer for all of its life, so I really have no worries about how this car was taken care of. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to be worrying or, hey, if I tune it, if I do this, I do that, something's going to break. I have pretty much good peace of mind, but I really wanted to experience how this platform is in a manual transmission. Now, I know I haven't talked well on the manuals for these cars, and it's just that the stock clutches in these cars are not very good. So I know if I tune this car immediately, I'm going to have to do the clutch. So that's something that's just kind of annoying where, you know, I only got to spend, let's say, $600-700 on tuning, and then I have to dump $2,500 to do a clutch because it's going to slip because it can't handle the power. And that's one of the biggest advantages of the DSG, is that people are making up to 500 foot-pounds of torque to the wheels, almost 600 wheel horsepower on a stock DQ 250, on a stock DQ 381. So it just kind of sucks that with a manual, the clutches cannot hold up. In the earlier generations, like the Mark V and the Mark VI, a lot of people, stage 1, stage 2, the stock clutch would hold up to that power. Granted, these cars make a lot more power than those, but it's just kind of like, why didn't Volkswagen kind of think about, like, hey, a lot of people are going to be tuning these cars, like, let's put maybe a little beefier clutch in it, maybe be able to handle a little more power. So that's my only complaint about when it comes to the manual cars in this platform. So yeah, guys, I just basically wanted to have a lot of fun in the same platform in a manual, and that's why I just thought, let me try to find a GTI in my budget, in my price range, that, you know, has been well taken care of. And honestly, I found a very good example. Like I said, this car is extremely clean. There's no huge scratches. I haven't found a dent on the car. Under the car, super clean. The engine's nice and clean. The car shifts great. The clutch feels good. I've ripped it already. Second, third, fourth gear, fifth gear. Clutch doesn't slip at all, so I'm not worried about that. It rides straight. It's smooth, not bumpy. So I have no complaints. Only bad part is that the previous owner did rash up the wheels, curb them a couple times. It is what it is. Like I said before in the video, I'm going to be getting new wheels and tires anyway as the build progresses, so I'm not going to be worrying about stock wheels. But I'm super excited to get this started. I know you guys weren't expecting me to get something like this, but at least for me, it opens up a range of content for a lot of people that are younger, because the S3 is awesome, but I feel like the S3 content is more for older people looking to modify cars. The GTI really is focused towards younger, like people getting their first car, teens, young adults, people that still want to have fun in a tuner car that looks good, is a hatchback, it could be quick, you could do a lot to them. So this build is going to be really fun. I cannot wait to experience this platform in a manual. Again, I have a lot of plans for this car. I'm not going to go overkill on it because, at least in my mind, if I'm going to be doing something crazy, it will be with the S3. It makes more sense because it's all-wheel drive and it's the DSG. So if I'm going to be trying to go fast or race or try and run 10 seconds and want to do a hybrid setup with this and that, the S3 obviously would make more sense to do that, because obviously, again, it's the DSG and it's all-wheel drive. If I'm going to build something, it's going to be that, not this. Obviously, this car, if I put a hybrid on it, no matter what tire I put, I'm going to spin unless I do slicks, which I don't want to do. So maybe down the line, I could even do something like maybe just like an IS38 with a nice wheel and tire setup and a good tune when I do the clutch, and just have a fun, like, daily street car that could really surprise some people off a roll. Maybe take this to the strip and see how I do. I mean, I don't expect any great times, obviously, because, again, the manual, even if I drive really well down the strip, I don't expect this car to do some crazy times. Probably somewhere in the low 13s, maybe high 12s if I'm even lucky. So I don't think that's going to be an option. Maybe I will one day for fun. But anyways, guys, this is my new car. I'm going to be doing a lot, hopefully. I already have one mod that I'm going to be doing very soon. You should be seeing that within the next 2 or 3 videos down the line. So hopefully you enjoy that. So yeah, guys, that's my new car. Honestly, none of this would be possible without you guys supporting the channel. Just having 7,500 subs has allowed me to open up and get another car, to to have fun with, to modify, to enjoy, and I'm super grateful for every single person that subscribed to me, that supports the channel. It's been doing really well as of late, and hopefully this car reaches more people to find the channel and enjoy. I'll answer any questions that you have. In the next video, what you're gonna see is I'm gonna be driving the car for the first time on video, just having some fun, ripping through it and enjoying it. But again, guys, thank you so much, because none of this would be possible without anybody supporting the channel. So again, next video coming up after this one is gonna be me driving the car for the first time, just enjoying it. So I'm gonna be filming that actually right after ending this video. So if I'm wearing the same attire, don't judge, because it's the same day and probably 20 minutes after. But hopefully you guys enjoy it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It lets YouTube know that I'm doing a good job, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.